Welcome everybody. This is actually a small encyclopedia of pop piano fills. You will never have to learn any other fills. There's so many mechanisms I explained to you here. It's all in here. How I will teach this. First I will show the lick or a short series of licks in action using a small tiny bit of melody I composed for this, so that we have a lot of space for the fill. Then comes the next part and I explain and the next part of melody. After a while I realized, the result is actually a nice piece. So what I did was I summed all this up in a piece which I will also publish this weekend, which includes, well, it's basically this tutorial as a song. And if you want the sheet music for these fills, they're identical to the sheet music for the song. You will see it's all in there. Let's get to work, you pop style piano players. Now here we repeat the fills from the first fills lesson, which you know already if you have seen it. It's the classical pop fill that just takes the 9 together with the fifth, and any variation of that does a wonderful job. Like even this, if you have very little time, is just great. So it creates a lot of emotion and it's perfect ornamentation. So here we have just repeating this, and here you will see what is new in this tutorial. We extend it and play a kind of a drone lick. Drone in blues piano means that we have the upper tone resounding with each lower note. Here, you see? Observe the G. And with these 3 notes down here, we can create wonderful emotions. You will see that further on. So here we have, then we have a piece of melody, and here we will repeat the mechanism for fills with the 6th, like in C. We create the 6th with between the 3rd and the octave and just wander it down in the key we are in. If we are in C minor, it's the same. So you can already see all my examples can be extracted and used by you on any song you like. You just have to understand the mechanism and the structure. So here it's just the 6th. And I just gave it a little bit rhythmic structure. Then a piece of melody, and here we repeat briefly this arpeggiated thing. We know where the main candidate here for this one is Elton John, of course, who plays it a lot. Just just going down, up and down the chord notes, arpeggiating them. And G, and here again we have this drone thing. This time in a different direction. We go up, and this time we play this little crushed note, accidental, slide. In blues I call it slide. Let's call it a crushed note here, or accidental, between the 5th and the drone up note, the upper note, the G. It's very simple. Once you understand it, it's very simple and highly effective. And again, we go it down. Wonderful, isn't it? and again. And this is very new. Let's have a look. And it's again the drone system. Okay, here we start with the 5, and this time we don't play it very close, the drone, but we it's kind of an open drone sound, and this is a brief, strong tension, only to resolve on the chord notes that you will find on all of them, where they always resolve into the piece of the chord notes. Yeah, and here also. Again, you could also take just a brief, just if you have it's just a short moment you just play, you know. Perfect, works all the time. And then we have this is something different. We just play little melodic fill. So not our usual mechanism, but which we can also do. It's not as spectacular, like just play, but very often that's the right thing to do. And here we have this little melodic idea in A minor, and just underpin it with chord notes. And hidden here is the 6 again, and we just end on the 7. It's the A minor 7 chord. So this is a fully valid chord note. It sounds great, eh? It has a different sound. And I repeat it. I like it so much, I repeated it. And then we go on, and we have and this time we mix. Let's say we mix Elton John to just, give it a name. Arpeggiating down the chord and finishing in standard, in our standard drone with a 9 resolving to the major 3rd. Okay. So these little combos, the combinations, are really great. Just land right with energy here. This 9 can always deserve an energy. There is a rest in the melody. That means, the fill doesn't have to hide. It wants to be heard. Here I am, just a little sparkle in between. It's totally fine. Can also do this 1 octave high, you see. Not hiding at all. And this one is just repeating the drone from the beginning, when we had this on, I think, drone, and then going on the 5th, wandering between these 3 notes with the G on top. And finishing off with a G, you don't have to. Nothing is have to here. It's a liquid, it's you can shape it in many wonderful shapes. So in here, here's something also new for you, and it's the 3rd. When before we had the 6th walking down, the 6th are just a representative of the 3rd. If we move like this note now down, the E, here, we have a third. So a 6 is just a hidden third, or a third is a hidden sixth. So, okay. Now, this one is as sweet as the sixth. It's not as airy. It has a more airy sound. This one has a closer sound, but it's also very sugary and great to play. Anyway, diversity is the key, you know? Have the sixth in your pocket and have the thirds in your pocket. And a couple of euro also to pay for the next ring, just in case you don't get the money for your gig, which is not that rare. Okay. It's not as easy to play because they have to resound simultaneously. Beginners very often have it sound like, yeah? So, and again, piece of melody. Just to show you that you can do this also on the minor chord. We did it on C, and now we do it on the A minor. Same principle, huh? You can see that. And same thing on the F. Here, because the song is in C, we don't play the B flat. Here. It's wrong. Because we are on the key here is C. We play this, and it's nice. And here. And this is again a combination. We are on G, and it's the thirds we know already, combined with the classic 9-3 clash. Here comes something I like really a lot. It's again a drone idea. We have the E sounding on top as the drone. So, makes me almost fall in love with my right hand at the moment. So, but she's at work. So, what do? We start with a 9, as again is tension, like. With many fills, we have the tension note first, then resolving. And now we play the 9, then we are in C, having the major third on top. And we go down, we resolve, we put more tension. With the major 7, we put more tension. So, until we are landing again on the chord notes. Peace, okay? And this sound, just to, I don't know if it's coming up, it sounds also wonderful in minor. If we had this in A minor, like. Oh, here. Same. We start on the 5th up here. You can do anything with it. It's lovely, no? It's a hit song. It's a Lionel Richie song in itself. Okay, let's move on. So where were we? C. Piece of melody. Now you're familiar already with the drone lick, with the drone thing up here. And this way we do something new, just to show you how flexible the whole thing is. We start on the 6. We are in A minor, start on the 5th down here and have the minor 3rd this time on top. Minor 3rd on top. And target is the 7. So in this context it's really nice. Yeah, we have the minor 6 of A. This is quite a special sound here. Again, landing on the tension note, the minor 7 of A minor 7. And whoa, do you remember just a minute ago? Hello? Are you asleep? Wake up, wakey, wakey, because we need your attention here because we just had it. Here, we had the wide drone lick. Now, look at this. Drone is the A. And we do all the stretch here. To the E, and the E, we give it a little accidental. And again, you could do almost anything here. Yeah, even skip notes here. Something for everybody. Just play around, improvise it. It's a lot of fun because it always sounds great. And then we have something new again. We have the G bit. Now look what this is. This time we have the drone again up here, the G. Sounds like après-ski. Okay. But now we don't play single notes here, but look what we do. Here. I play the G chord and I just wander internally, like inside, I wander up the thirds until the G to the G7. So just showing you how huge the possibilities are. Tension, you can also call this the temporary subdominant. I did a tutorial on that. And then we are briefly in C, but so briefly that it does not deserve an own chord. It's just temporary, and then coming to the G7. Again, you can play it in all kinds of fashion. Or well, as I finished this tutorial, I realized some of you might also, maybe the slightly better ones, be interested in this cascade going down. But I didn't have any more time to do it. I'm putting that on next Thursday. If you liked it so far, please leave me a thumbs up. And I say bye-bye, take care, all the best from Berlin.